All right, hello. Put your seatbelt on, dude. What the fuck? Hello, and welcome to the Power Block. Is I your Encompass rep Reggie Williams? Excuse me. And we're leaving a soccer game, a soccer practice. Say hi. Give me the bottle too. So I got my little co-host in the back. That's gonna fall. So I'm gonna have to drive and block. So we're gonna go over a couple of topics. So excuse me ahead of time if I don't look directly into the camera because I am driving. Safety first. Probably won't be much screen share kung fu, but I'll try if I stop. Do want to get some things out the intro out the way because I do like to use that for screen share. Excuse me. So anyway, and so I got some interesting things to talk about today. I'm going to talk about something that happened to me when I was with a customer today. It was this is a side note, just the day in the life of a rep type stuff. And the main subject is what I'm talking about today as I'm driving. So it's going to be a lot of this talking. Is your company ready? Quite a few times I was going to select. Is your company ready to go to the next level? What is it going to take for your company to go to the next level? And or are you ready? So I'm gonna go over that, and this is my content is gonna be based off of the things I see out in the field. So as I tell you all the time, lean on your rep. Why? Because I am in 30 servicers. I see 30 servicers, offices, garage, shops, whatever, a week. So it's an awesome perspective, and so staying consistent with how I feel in my heart. I always, I want to be the rep that I always wanted. So that's what you get when you do business with me. So I'm going to share with you guys what I see out in the field and the things it takes to go to the next level, or what the next level looks like according to the services that I see. And I'm in the Southeast. So I got a pretty huge territory. I go all the way out to Louisiana. Go as far as north is Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, that little area. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. And if you're new to the block, I don't know what rock you've been sleeping under, but if you're new to the block, you don't know what this is about. Well, it's 3 YouTube channels, 1 powerful block of Appliance Industry Talk. So you got me running the first leg of the block, Reggie Williams, your Encompass rep. Second leg is Mona and Tim with Ssg Appliance Academy. And then running anchor. So all you got to run track and field. That anchor dude was always the coolest, usually ran with shades on. And if y'all behind, he will catch up and win the race for you. So that is Mike Sneed with Appliance Bootcamp running anchor. If you still don't know what the heck am I talking about, let me show you something. That's a Jim Carrey reference there. Make sure I'm pulling up the right thing. There we go. So let's go to screen share Kung Fu and look at Kung Fu. You know about that, youngster. In Encompass, we're one of the largest part suppliers in the country. We got the number 1 diverse inventory in the country. And if you do not have an Encompass account, again, that rock you've been under, that rock you've been under, if you don't have an Encompass account, it's not too late. It's okay. You're forgiven. Let's get your business started on the right step. If you go to the description of this video, there's a link, and in that link, you can sign up for an Encompass account. And the nice thing about it is what's different from our competitors. Our competitors they need a EIN number. They want to see a tax ID and all this other stuff. Tax certificate. We don't require all that. We'll take it, but we don't require all that. We don't require that at all to give you a wholesale account. All we want is for you to buy parts and be prosperous, because your success is our success, right? And as the saying goes, none of us is better than all of us. So we all gotta lean on each other, right? So we have virtual classes, right? So in Compass, not only do we hook you up, and this is that lean on your rep comes in, because, or lean on your supplier, because we have virtual training with the Oracle of appliance repair. Yes, the appliance gods speak directly through this guy. If a tech sheet was a living person, it will be Tim Burdick. And so Tim Burdick, highly sought after manufacturer trainer, does our virtual training. So we're pretty fortunate to have him on the team. He actually works for Hisense, and so we're cutting the deal, baby. We're in there, so we got him too. This is a schedule of a virtual training. You can go to solutions.encompass.com, as you see on top, /training-virtual, or just go to our website, scroll to the bottom, and you'll find a link for it. This is our virtual training, and Tim actually has a live and virtual. It's gonna be streamed, and it's gonna be live, I believe, in-person training on the 19th at our Las Vegas facility. So, again, number one, the training is great, but an awesome reason, awesome excuse to get to Vegas. So, and also we have other training on here. Just live. So, okay, Tim says just live. So it won't be, so it's just live, but you can catch Tim. Ooh, my eyes are burning. Ow. You can catch Tim on our Samsung Laundry, the GE, on the other ones. So, yep, no streaming on the 19th. So that's another reason why to stay on this website, because things will get updated as we go along. So y'all just stay tuned. Y'all go there to catch Tim. So Ssg Appliance Academy, the next leg of the block, Ssg and Tim. Tim got it all covered, right? So you catch Tim live also with Mona in the middle. Ssg Appliance Academy is the one of the most popular training schools in the Southeast. One of the hottest, up and coming, and one of the hottest. And the reason for that is, some of the best instructors. A lot of our instructors are still in the field, and they come in and teach. And there's a 2-week class, which is great for. Oh yeah. Like COVID. I'm trying to read the comments, man. You're making me laugh, Tim. So you got that's so you got Ssg Appliance Academy. So she has a 2-week course, which is great. It's a way of leveraging and freeing up your time for having to train the new guys. To send them to that 2-week course. It's in Georgia, at a very state-of-the-art facility. And she has weekend classes for sealed systems. So weekend classes is awesome because it allows you to not cost you money, having to shut down for a while. You don't gotta do that. You just go on the weekend, take a sealed systems class, and get your edumacation up. Yes. Is the weekend class for 1 day or the full week? For the full weekend, son. My son was asking me the weekend class for the 1 day. Is this Saturday and Sunday, son? You want to 10? I can get you a discount. No, I just want to. Oh, okay. The third leg of the block, Appliance Bootcamp, Mike Sneed. You can view Mike Sneed's curriculum on appliancebootcamp.com. Mike Sneed, he does in person, but he also has a very, very strong online course called Appliance Bootcamp, and a couple a la carte courses too, such as like you want to start a garage door business, ice cream parlor. He's a serial entrepreneur, and one of the strongest things about Mike's content is the blueprint. The blueprint is something that I really admire about Mike. Is not only is he's teaching you the appliance business, not only is he passionate about it, not only does he push the message on this is just a great way for somebody to feed their family, somebody to start with zero and go to hero instantly with your first service call. But he has something called the blueprint, right? So he's not only teaching you how to get into business, but he teaches you how to stay in business with his strategy on bank accounts and how to move your money. It's awesome, man. So y'all hit Mike at appliancebootcamp.com. There's I believe I have a link to that in the description. If not, it's on some of my other videos. But go to appliancebootcamp.com. What's next in the lineup? I'm gonna start driving in a minute, so yeah. Skills USA. Now, if you get into this business and you're like, man, this money is so nice. You go into a house and you fix one appliance and you look around, there's like 5 or 6 other appliances with your name on it waiting to break, and you're probably gonna be the one to get that call. And you're like, man, this business is great. Man, more people should know about this. They should teach this stuff. There should be more awareness. It is. Stop complaining. Support. Skills USA. Skills USA RCAT program. This program is in trade schools and in high schools, anywhere they're teaching appliance repair for the most part. And this program is like the Olympics for appliance repair. Is regional competitions, and then there's a national one in Atlanta, Georgia. They just recently had one. These kids I call them kids because anybody 5 years or younger than me, I consider a kid. I'm 45, so. So these kids, so they're adults too, but so they ascended on downtown Atlanta, and all you saw was those brown shirt the guy got on, or red jacket someone was wearing. That's all you saw blanketed all over Atlanta. And so skill trades is a thing. It's here. Y'all log on to Skills USA -rcat.com and support by volunteering, donating, and also more importantly though than all that, go to your local trade school, high school, anywhere they're teaching appliance repair and HVAC. Because HVAC, it should be almost mandatory, in my opinion, that appliance repair is taught also, because it expands the income and job potential of someone starting off. Because appliance repair doesn't really need like a year or two of curriculum, so it can definitely be a supplement of HVAC. That's my personal opinion. So talk to them about that, and supplementing that, and in Skills USA and our RCAT program definitely will help. And if you have further questions, a guy. Lean on your rep and let me know. We'll get you hooked up. So speaking of lean on your rep, screen share. Speaking of lean on your rep, go into the description and there's a link to sign up for an Encompass account. You click that link, a page will show up just like this. This is an application. I know it looks weird, like it's my application. It's not. It's just my link. That's all. That way they know who out here working. Also, new tab just for this block. On Monday, I will either broadcast live or broadcast from Prime Time. Yeah, we're not talking about Deion Sanders. We're talking about Nationwide Prime Time. Now, the Nationwide group is just as spectacular as Deion Sanders. They are a large buying group and so much more. So this is that, and this is probably a whole block show in and of itself, talking about working as a team and teaming up with different organizations such as Skills USA, such as Prime Time, such as Encompass for your part supply, such as Ssg for your hands-on training, such as Appliance Bootcamp for your business training and or online content. All this open now. You make my phone trigger. So all this is what you need, because again, none of us is better than all of us. So Prime Time is their trade show, it's their event, and so what they do is they bring all their members together. And so we're going. I'll be there Sunday. It starts Saturday, but I'll be there Sunday through Tuesday. And Encompass does have a booth there, so y'all come by and visit. come see me. I'll be there for the whole show though. I'll be in classes because I'm a nerd for this business, so I'm gonna take advantage to learn something new, and I can pass that on to y'all. So when y'all lean on your rep, I got some more stuff you can lean on. So y'all go to Prime. So Prime Time. I mean, I don't know if it's too late to join. I mean, it's coming up, but y'all holler at me if you need some help or try to register now. If you're going, if you're already going, let me know. So, and Nationwide is a buying group. So if you want to get hooked up with new appliances, and they have a lot of support as far as their marketing and training and all that stuff. So, and we are part of that marketing too. Y'all, let me know. But yeah, Monday show is gonna be a little different. It's gonna be awesome. So I'll be talking about what's going on there at Prime Time. So I gotta see my screen. Thanks. Also, don't forget to join. Join my Facebook group to stay updated with all the things that are going. Updates what's going on in Compass, going on in the parts business, or just where your rep is today. So that's what that's for. So let's get into the content. I'm going to start driving so we can get home. And actually, I should get home right around the end of the show. Let's go to comments real quick, and then I'll take off. So, Arzu, what up? Arzu Inzu. I might have said that wrong. Untamed Kango, what's up? Tim Burdick in the house.
What did you say?
Right in the comments. Untamed, so what up, Tim? SQ Services, what's up, brother? New York. Dude, so Tim has these sound bites, man. And I'm going to learn how to do that. Because there's certain things I want to, like, SQ here in New York. I want to hear that Jay-Z song, New York. Yeah. So Tim, yeah, Fireman, Jim Carrey reference. Let me show you something. Fire Marshal Bill. Yep. So the content on the is gonna be just live. I like COVID. I'm everywhere. What's up, Quentin? The junior. Well, navigate. Yeah, you gonna drive, son? So I can go live.
Yeah.
He might take over the live, man. He'll start taking it. Talking about drivers. You know how to fix dryers. Talking about dryers.
First of all, you gotta find out what the problem is, because you gotta take apart the whole dryer from the back.
Speak up so I can hear you.
First of all, you have to figure out. First of all, you gotta figure out what type of dryer it is, and then you gotta take off the back so you can see what the problem is with your little thingy whatever.
Voltmeter, dude. Come on, man.
Voltmeter. Put them on the middle wires, and if they beep, that means that thing is good. But if it doesn't beep, then that means it's burnt.
So what's the beeping means? What's the technical word for that? Continuity. You're testing for continuity. He a little rusty, man, but he get it fixed. You like me sometimes, though. You want parts. I'm like, well, I call it this. I'm sure there's a technical form for it. Insadata. Roy, what's up, Roy?
Where is that?
Oh, drive. The junior drive, yeah.
He said drive.
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn off screen share Kung Fu and get into the content.
Kung Fu.
Screen. You just seatbelt on, please. Screen share Kung Fu is over. So I'm gonna get into Are you ready to go to the next level with your business? Hopefully the screen don't be shaking when I'm driving. I'll try to hold it. Time is it? 7:04. So, are you ready? What do I mean by that when I say, are you ready? Is your business ready to go to the next level? Yes. Because, so let's say the first subject. Let's talk about what are the next levels, right? Selling parts. If you're flipping and you want to get into servicing, doing COD work, or you just want to go from doing it part-time. I know one guy who's a firefighter, and he does it part-time and wants to go full-time, and kind of asked me the blueprint for that. And so these are people that leaned on their rep for information, man. That's what I'm here for. So y'all need to take advantage of that. I am definitely an open book and very observant. Won't give away anybody's trade secrets or anything like that, but just common next steps that people take. So who was coming to give you that stare? We start at the same time. Let them go. Give you that stare as they go by.
Take the next left on the South Old Peachtree Road.
So let's talk about drop shipping, right? So let's say for you, the next level is you wanna sell parts online, right? So within Compass, we do have a drop ship program, and with this program, you can sell on your website and not touch not one part, not touch a part. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You definitely got to do some heavy lifting though when it comes to getting the word out, right? As nice as that sounds and easy as it sounds, it is work to be successful.
Turn right onto South Berkeley Lake Road Northwest.
So you'll have folks that want to drop ship. And my first question always is, what's your plan? Because if you don't have a plan, we can't. We prefer for you to be ready, right? Why? Because to set you up, it requires. Because number one, there's no fee.
South Berkeley Lake Road.
Some of our competitors do charge a fee, rightfully so. As of right now, we do not charge a fee. Because again, we don't want to burden you. We just want to sell parts and help you sell parts. Your success is our success. There's a lot of cogs involved, man. There's a lot of people that get involved with getting you set up. There's some very expensive software that we've invested in to help you be successful. And that software basically will upload our inventory onto your website, and you can boom, just you start selling parts. But you got to be ready, right? What does ready look like? Ready looks like an actual customer base, probably already started selling online. I even know someone that would, hang on, train tracks.
Wait.
I even know someone that actually would sell the part on their website, sell it, because you get the money right away, and then they would actually go out and physically buy the part and have it sent directly to the customer. And you can do that, right? Without the setup. I mean, it's a little longer that way. It's a lot more work, but it's kind of like you're in the mud, right? You'll be in the mud first, and trying to figure it out. So you got to be ready. You got to be ready. So do the best you can to make sure this is what you want to do and this is where you want to be. Also requires a good relationship and knowledge of Google Adwords. Some strategies is people just hire 1 million people to handle stuff for them while they work their part-time job or whatever. My personal opinion, even in my business, when I started appliance repair, I did everything myself. Because, and it's something I see with servicers. I go into very successful servicers who, I would say almost 99% of the time, the owner used to be a technician. And for the first few years, and even currently, when they're low on employees or employee may not did something right, they have to go behind them. And they have to check what they checked to make sure everything's right, or fix what they didn't fix. They have to go behind them. And if you don't know your business, if you can't operate every level of your business, that is a huge obstacle. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done, because I'm sure it has been done, but that is definitely a huge obstacle and requires money. So if you don't have the skill, or if you can't put the sweat equity in, you definitely got to have the money to burn. I'm going to say that. You got to have the money to burn if you don't have the skill, right? That way, because you don't want a bad review and all that stuff. So Google AdWords is important to be skilled at, because you want to be able to. Another thing too. Okay, I'm squirrel moment, but another thing too is that Google AdWords. If you hire someone to do that for you and it doesn't work, what's the first thing people will say? Oh man, Google AdWords don't work. How do you know that 100%? You know that now. You will know that 100% sure if you did it yourself, right? Because you know how it works, and you're like, okay, let me try. And if one angle doesn't work, you try another angle, right? But that person you're paying may not be, well, definitely is not as invested as you are, and may just have one strategy, and then maybe they pivot to another, or it's a cookie cutter strategy that may not be to your benefit. So I'm just a huge advocate of trying something yourself. Trying to do it yourself, and then you can help justify paying someone to do it, right? And we see that a lot in our customers, right? As service, or you guys, I used to, as servicers, you see a lot of that in your customers.
Turn left onto Old Norcross Road.
When you go in there and the guy has the back off the dryer, and it's not too disassembled, but he's like, yeah, I took that back off and saw all those wires and stuff. I said, oh, let me call a pro, right? And those people are the happiest to pay you because they said they understand like this requires an expert, right? Compared to the person who just thinks like, oh, it's probably just a loose screw, right? That's the old thing.
Old Norcross Road, then turn right onto Pond Road.
I'm sure that's what mechanics had to deal with. Oh, it's just a screw. It's like just a loose screw. That's why it ain't working. So definitely you have to be ready. So my recommendation, if you want to drop ship, and I'm going to the next subject. If you want to drop ship, you're going to need to
take the next right.
Open up a starter site. Now, if you don't have the money, right, or you just want to be super frugal and you have the time, there are a lot of free marketplaces, right? So
continue on Pond Road for 1 mile.
You can, excuse my GPS, but you can go to your credit card processor. A lot of them, I used to use Square back in the day, and I know they give a free marketplace. So they get your website you can post stuff on to sell. Try that. Start doing YouTube videos, tutorial videos, or maintenance videos on how to maintenance your appliance, different things, and then put a link in there to get traffic to your website. So get that traffic to your website first, and then come with a presentation to your supplier, preferably in Compass, and say, hey, I'm ready. Right? I'm ready, like Tim says. What other way? So there's that way, and learning Google AdWords, because I am a firm believer that when people are looking up part numbers, looking for parts, and they buy from like an Amazon or eBay or something like that, I believe they do not go directly to those sources. They go directly to Google. And those companies, obviously, they have a lot of ad spend, will get the jump on you. But if you word it right, because it's direct, right? A part number isn't like, so if you're selling hats, right? It'll be hard to, you gotta be super strategic to get traffic to your website for the hats you sell. But with a part number, that's very specific, right? And so I need a pump. This is the part number. Google, boom, who pops up, right? And for the most part, too, I think usually like locals will pop up, will be higher up to your local, like somebody that's close and near to you. So anyway, lean on your rep, man. Lean on your rep for more questions about that. You definitely got to be ready if you are doing like this. This definitely isn't something for somebody who's doing that's part-time. Typically, a successful dropship company program, you already got your service side of your business going, maybe a sales side of your business already going, and this is a supplement, right? Or you already have a part side of your business already going.
Take the next right this is Boulevard.
A supplement and requires your time and attention to get going the right way. Okay? And especially if you hire somebody, people will give you every excuse in the book for their failure.
In a quarter mile, use any lane to turn
Oh,
left
it was the
onto
parts
Georgia
company.
378
Oh, it was
East.
this. Oh, it was that. For reasons why they it's really them, and your business never had a chance. So always be involved with that and know what's going on. Next, I'm gonna look down a second. All right, switch lanes. A parts store, right?
Use any lane to
Are
turn
you
left
looking
onto
to
Georgia
start
378
a
East.
parts store? What are the challenges of a parts store? Well, you have to make sure there's interest in your area. So that means you probably got a lot of like random people coming into your shop asking, "Hey, do you sell parts?" People calling you, "Hey, do you sell parts?" If there's a parts store in your community, I would say um, you got to be different. And one thing I recommend, I got a guy, he's starting a parts store, and he has a used appliance store. And I said, "Man, you open on the weekend?" He said, "Yeah, your parts store will be successful because guess what? You will get all the people that need a part. There's gonna be a lot of DIYers, and some local techs that work on Saturdays, but you'll get that business because that parts store, that local parts store, I promise you, isn't open on Saturday or Sunday. I promise you. If they are, it's still like noon or something. But yeah, so you'll definitely that'll definitely be a jump start because you gotta be something. You can't be the same. If somebody had to choose between your small little store and this established parts store, they're gonna err on the side of them. Um, Also, you can market better than they can, right? Because you're the boss and you make the rules. So you can definitely come up with some better marketing than the local parts stores, such as having a cookout, on a Saturday or uh, whatever you can think of, man. A grand opening and offer, say, hey, free, get a free part or something, free common part or free tool. That's you can do some cheap tools, free tool with your first purchase, right? And so you can do something like it could be a darn screwdriver. I mean, I believe in quality giveaways though, but like a hose clamp, something that's neat like that. If you're watching my show when I had Tim Burdick on, the Pedro bike lever, which is a tool used to remove bicycle tires. It actually works for agitators, the low profile agitators that some people saw off, and everybody got a little trick for it. Some people put belts underneath. Something cheap like that thing's $4, right? Kind of taking a page out of Harbor Freight, right? Excuse me. Or you can partner with someone else, right? Partner with another store, partner with somebody, get in touch with Procter and Gamble. Maybe you can give away some laundry detergent samples or something. I don't know. It's all type of creative things you can do, and your bread and butter for your parts store definitely is going to be. See this long old line, man. So I'm trying to get on the highway, and the line started like a mile back.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto the I-85
Guess we're
north
going straight.
ramp.
So yes, you got to get creative. You definitely got to get a relationship with local technicians. And another thing too, a perfect candidate for a parts store, if you're gonna start a parts store, and again, you can supply yourself using Encompass Parts. So we supply a lot of suppliers. So your local parts store most likely gets their parts from one of the big three, and Encompass is one of the big three. So definitely, you cut out the middleman.
The I-85 north ramp.
And so, let me turn up this volume. Let's get ready to look at it. Excuse me. So, who has the best advantage of selling parts as a means of marketing is a used or new appliance store. Why? I'll tell you from personal experience. my used store, I put on Google My Business. Google My Business, it was a category. Do you sell parts? Yes, I do. And I did. Not a very big volume of it because the way my store is set up. But I got 1 million calls on a weekend from people that want parts. 1 million, man. And what happened is people will come in, right? So I had one guy come in with this heating element and was like, "Hey, I need this heating element. Do you have one?" It's a DIYer. The guy trying to fix his own dryer. And so, well, what makes you think you need a new heating element? That was my first question. Oh, it won't get hot, so it's got to be a heating element, right? Sir, there are about like 20 fuses on that thing. It's not that many, but there are fuses. There's redundancies to keep your dryer from catching fire. So one of those fuses could have popped too. And so I would test the heating element and be like, this heating element is fine. It has continuity. Plug it in. You plug in a heating element. I plug it into a little 120 cord. By the way, if you don't got one of those, you got to get you one. Rig you one up. Take an old lamp cord, whatever, and put. Now the tips though, I have one of those wires that goes to the heating element. I use that wire. I don't know if it's the same gauge or not, so this is not a recommendation. This is how I did it. And I used the tips that had the plastic cover on it, so that way when I plug that thing in, I had where I'm sparking or grounding out. And use that for pumps or heating elements. You plug that sucker in and come on, I guess it works. And so once you get into, and then at that point, you just nerd them out, right? You hit them with the nerd stuff. Yeah, so well, it could be your thermal fuse or your high limit fuse, which will spark if your thermal fuse is out, or your temperature regulator. And at that point, they were like, "Yeah, let me see what you got for sale. How much you selling these for?" And so that part sale turned into a machine sale, right? Or it could turn into a repair call. You say, "Hey, I come on and fix it. This is what I charge." And especially with dryers, I'm like, you can replace a part. But sometimes that fuse going out, and sometimes even an element, that's a check engine light, man. And so it's like a check engine light in a car. You don't go to the mechanic shop and say, "Hey, turn off the check engine light." You're like, "No, find out why it's on. Why did that fuse pop? Why did it blow?" These are the things. So these are the benefits of having a parts store in your used appliance store, or if you have one in your shop, right? And it helps pay the rent, right? It helps justify you having a storefront and store space, especially if you're a repair shop. And I'm sure you're pressured to, like, man, maybe do that at a house, or you're kicked out of your house because maybe the spouse got tired of seeing parts everywhere in the garage. So yeah, and again, Encompass can help you with that. So if you are looking to start a parts store in your town, I can provide you with a list of fast-moving parts in your area. Now, it's going to take me time to get that list together, so don't email me talking about, "Hey, send me that list." No. You got. Let's talk. And if you're looking to have parts, sell parts out of your store, let's talk to make sure it's a good fit, right? Because let's make sure it's a good fit for you to do it through us. And I definitely will provide you all the information I can to help you be successful, based off the things I've seen and the resources that Encompass provides. So hang on, let's see. Next, full service. So with full service, if you want to go, what does that mean? So if you are part-time or you sell parts, sell machines, you're a flipper, or if you're already doing service work on the side, what's next? Next is going full-time, having a service company with technicians, right? Hey, I got some water, y'all, so can't hold the screen. It's going to wobble a little bit. So if you are looking to go, to be a full-time servicer, what do I see and what do I recommend? I think laying a foundation. Now there are those. Sorry about the light. So laying a foundation, and laying a foundation is having consistent work, right? Case in point, with other companies, right? There are a lot of like construction and housing. A lot of those companies are started with government contracts. They don't pay a lot of money, but they're base. They're guaranteed funds, right, to get the business going, and then you grow from there. A lot of businesses are started with government contracts. In our business, there are contracts out there, right? Like new housing developments that might need new machines if you sell machines. um, but our version of that is warranty companies. Warranty companies will be your foundation. A lot of people, especially you see on these Facebook groups, knock warranty companies, say they don't pay enough. It's a ripoff. Why in the world would you do that? It's called leverage, man, and it's minimum income. It's a guaranteed check that, and you can throttle it. You can turn it off. You can turn it on. However you want to do it. There are multiple companies out there. There's factory manufacturer warranties, which I can help you with. So lean on your rep. If you manufacturer warranties, if you want to get in, there are quite a few I know that are looking for authorized servicers, people to do their warranty work. Let me know. Send me an email. Email is not showing. It's in the description. Yeah. Oh, I thought my banner was up. I'm in traffic, so I'm gonna get the banner going so y'all can see my email. BK from the Rockies. Appreciate you, brother. And there's my information across the screen. So yeah, you've got warranty companies, man, and you have also home warranties. So when somebody buys a home, they can get a warranty put on for the appliances. Home warranty companies, I have a link I can send you to get signed up with. So basically, it's one link, and that goes out to NSA, or you can directly to NSA directly, NSA.com. And it's a group of home warranty companies, and those companies will um, at least get you in front of them. And if they feel they want to call you, or they feel they need help in your area and what you offer, they will definitely leverage you excuse me, to do their warranty work. Now, if you're in a major city, it's going to be highly competitive. So no entitlements, please. So so like I'm in Atlanta. If you're in the city of Atlanta, it's going to be hard because everybody in Mama has the service, has that area. But if you're in a rural town, if you far out in the sticks, you're actually king out there, and you got leverage. And so you probably get paid a little bit more because who they're going to replace you. Who they're going to replace you with, right? So you definitely have that leverage. Yes. Yes, sir. Um, yes, they will. That will definitely give you leverage. Um, I know a lot of my accounts I talk to go to Indeed to find employees. It's gonna be hit or miss. You're gonna go through people saying yeah they want the job and not show up. Um, people say like that's something new. It's not really new. People have been doing that. For the most part, I believe they do that because they are probably interviewing with someone else and don't want to. It kind of want to have you in the back burner in case it don't work out. And so if they tell you no, they don't want the job. They kind of burn the bridge. So I think people don't want to burn bridges. So they say, yeah, I'll be back, and then they go to another interview, and not being straight up. So I would kind of recommend to be upfront with people. Say, hey, if you're interviewing someone else, let me know. I would definitely hold a spot for you, but I'd rather you tell me we're not your first choice than me expecting you to show up and spend money to get your truck and other stuff ready, and you don't show up. So, so you be upfront. Actually, so set an atmosphere where people can be truthful with you without fear of missing an opportunity, right? And also tell them too, like, hey, if I don't, if you don't decide to work for me, give me some feedback. Tell me why, so I know for the next guy. So use that as a learning opportunity. So anyway, that's all I got. Well, I got a little more, but my time's up as always. So this is Reggie, your Encompass rep. The next step is to go over to Moni and Tim in the middle. You go into my description, look at the link tree description, and click on Mona Sims. And then at 8 o'clock, you click over to Mike Sneed. And don't forget, man, the best thing you can do for your business is to lean on your rep. Ain't that right, Antonio?
Yep.
What should they do?
Lean on your rep.
All right, y'all check me out Monday at Nationwide Prime Time. See ya.